my first makeup tutorial. This is just a pretty dramatic halo eye. This is the look. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you at the end of the video. Okay, so basically I already primed my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer and Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and then I set that with my Coty Airspun Powder in extra, or translucent extra coverage. So first off, I'm going to start out with my It Cosmetics Crease Brush. This is just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take my Tartelette Palette, and I'm going to go in the shade Force of Nature, and basically I'm just going to put this in my eye socket, and I'm going to blend that upwards just to create a transition color that is going to help blend out the colors beforehand. Does that make sense? Probably not. But basically, this is just going to help blend all the colors together and make a smooth transition from all of the darker colors to my light eyebrow highlight. Okay, so once I am done with that, I'm going to take my NYX Cosmetics eyeshadow in Dance the Tides. This is just a really warm, sort of orangey brown. And I'm going to take my Eco Tools small shader brush, and basically what I'm going to do with that color is I'm going to put it on the outer and inner corners of my eye, and on the outer corner I'm just going to flick it out a little bit, kind of give myself a wing, sort of. I'm just really concentrating the color on the outer part, and I'm going to bring it up a little past my mobile lid, which is just the part of my eyelid that moves whenever I move my eye. I'm going to take it up a little past that because this is not the only color that we're going to put there, so I just want this to be seen whenever we put the other colors down. As you can see, I'm also putting that in my inner corner. This is going to give me the halo eye effect. This is pretty popular right now, and so I just kind of wanted to test it out for myself and be trendy, I guess. So I'm really just blending my little heart out. Yeah. Then I'm just going to take a random fluffy brush. This is a little bit dense, and it does have synthetic hair, so it really helps blend out the color really well. I'm just going to connect the two colors in the middle slightly. I really don't want to connect them on my mobile lid, just because if I do, then it doesn't leave enough room for the bright shadow in the middle. So I just want to bring it upwards and really just blend them together. Okay, so next I'm going to take the color Punk from my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm going to take the same brush and just put that a little lower than the NYX Dance the Tides. I realize that you can't really see it until now, but I'm just going to put that, as you can see, just a little bit lower so that the NYX color can still be seen. However, it's, you know, there's more depth with the darker color. This is pretty warm based. I think with my brown eyes, warm colors look really, really good. Well, I don't know. I just really like warmer colors on my eye. I'm taking that same synthetic round fluffy brush and just buffing everything in. then what I'm doing is I'm taking my MAC 217 and going back in with that Dance the Tides eyeshadow, and this is the color that I want to be really prominent in my crease area. I really want this to stand out and be what, you know, blends everything. This is going to blend in just into the transition color and really make everything very seamless and smoky. So this was my first time doing this tutorial. I'm taking the color Blackout and I'm just putting it below the color Punk, just giving it more dimension. But as I was saying, this is my first time doing this look and, you know, tutorial thing, so it's a little messy. But then I'm taking the color Zone on that same MAC 217, and then I'm just blending everything together. Since this was my first time doing it, I'm just really doing a lot of playing with it, just really getting the effect that I want. Then I'm taking a Urban Decay Naked Smoky eyeshadow brush, basically any pencil brush, and I'm just going to put that Punk color back in the inner and outer corner. I mean, basically with a lot of these steps, I'm really just deepening up things or blending things out. Like I said, just really tampering with it and playing with it until I get the effect that I really wanted. So I guess some of these clips are unnecessary, but whatever. So as you can see, I'm just blending. This sort of eye look I really want to be very hazy and smoky. And then once again, I'm just going in with my IT Cosmetics brush, and there's really no extra product on it, but I am just taking that and just blending everything out. I don't know, I really wanted this to be very hazy and smoky, but dark on the inner and outer corner, so that the light in the middle could really stand out and make my eyes look very round and big. So this is just a slanted, fluffy crease brush from EcoTools, and originally this had no product on it, and it was just a blending aid, but then I decided that because it was slanted, it might give me a, you know, better cat eye effect, so I just put the Punk color and just took that on the inner and outer corner again and just really just blended it out until I got the desired look. Then I'm taking just another fluffy brush from EcoTools, and this one is completely clean and just blending everything out. Every time that I'm putting more product on my eye, it is always that Punk color. I really liked the way that the Punk and the Dance the Tide colors went together, since they were both warm browns. I really only put the black maybe once. I didn't want it to be too dark too quick. So I just layered things up with the Punk color just so that I could make it dark but not black. So once again, I'm just totally blending. It's pretty ridiculous how much I spend my life blending. So then I'm taking my e.l.f. Smudge brush. It's just a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Puppy Love, and I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and just spray that on the brush just to give my shadow, the Puppy Love shadow, a very, very vibrant color. This is just, once again, a warm kind of champagne color with more of a gold undertone and a little bit of peach in there. I thought this went really, really well with the whole warm theme that was going on. But I also am very biased because I love this shade, because it donated all the proceeds to a non-kill shelter. What you saw me just do was take that clean Eco Tools brush, the fluffy one, and just melt the colors together. I just wanted all the lid colors to blend together seamlessly, so I wanted to blend the two inner and outer corners together in the middle with the lighter color, but I also wanted the lighter color to have a lot of pigment. So I was just playing with it. That was my Maybelline Line Stiletto eyeliner. This was just is just a felt tip eyeliner. It is probably my favorite felt tip eyeliner. I'm really not a big fan of felt tip eyeliners usually. It just doesn't give me the precise and thin line that I want. However, this one is very skinny and very tapered, which allows me to just make a thin line at first. However, I really don't like the finish of it. It is too shiny for my liking, so I do go back over it with another liner. And the liner that I use to go back over it is the NYC liner. That eyeliner has a brush, I guess, and it's just a very thin brush, and that's the NYC eyeliner. And this just gives me a very precise and sharp cat eye, which is what I really, really like and really love. So, how I do my cat eye is I basically make a mark where my outer corner ends on my lower lash line, and I just make a slant outward, a little outward, but more upwards, and that's where I put my line. I mean, that's how I've gotten it to look the most even. But I just go in, I make the line, and then I go in from just a little bit below the top of the line, and I just drag it until it meets the line that I made on my lid. So then I was just taking a Q-tip and just fixing things. Then I took my e.l.f. concealer brush. This was just a really small brush, and I took it with a soft ochre paint pot, and I just cleaned up the wing. I just wanted it to be very, once again, precise, very sharp. I like my wings sharp enough to stab someone, but I just really like very sharp wings, and to get that, I just sort of carve them out with that concealer brush, since it is so little. So then I'm taking the e.l.f. smudge brush with no extra product. I'm just taking whatever is left over and putting that on my brow bone. Then I decided to get another Q-tip because I got liquid eyeliner in my eye, which is never pleasant, so I just wanted to get that out. Then I took the same brush and I went on my inner corner, and then I decided that I wanted to make a halo effect on the lower lash line as well. So I do get a little extra of that Puppy Love eyeshadow, and I put it on the middle of my lower lash line. I realize that you can't really see it, however, I'm just putting that once again on the middle part of my lower lash line. Then I take the Urban Decay Naked Smoky brush or whatever. Just whatever pencil brush you find. I take that and then the Dance the Tides eyeshadow from NYX, and I'm just putting that on the inner and outer corners of my eye, just like I did on the top of my eyelid, but just doing it on the bottom, just to have some symmetry. So then I take that same punk color and I'm just layering it up again. I don't put any black though. I just keep the punk and the Dance the Tides. My camera did cut off like a few seconds before this, but I'm still doing the same thing, just once again blending it, making it perfect. Right now I'm putting more of that Colourpop eyeshadow on the middle and inner corner of my eye. Then I'm taking that angled brush from EcoTools and I'm just sort of blending it out on top of the wing, because I didn't really like how it stopped before the wing. It made my eyes look very shut off. Then I'm taking my eyelash curler and just curling my eyelashes. I have pretty naturally curly eyelashes, but the very inner parts of my eyelashes are very stick straight, so I like to make them very curled. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and I'm just going to put that on my eyelashes. I'm really not trying to build up a lot of volume. I'm just trying to make them black, and this is probably the blackest mascara that I have. Then I decided that I wanted to put on some lashes. So the lashes that I'm using are the Ardell Glamour 113 lashes in black. Then I'm just taking my Duo lash adhesive, the dark tone one, and you can't really see me putting the glue on, but I just like to put a thin strip on the band and then blow on the band while I sort of wiggle the band around, just make it more circle shaped, I guess is the right word for it. The reason why I blow on it is just to make it tacky. I find that that is easier to apply. And then I take some tweezers and I just put it right on top of my eyelashes. I do this so that I can just get them on there and then glue the inner and outer corners directly on the lash line. I find that when I use tweezers, it just makes it much, much closer to the lash line. So I'm just sort of playing with the eyelashes, making them stick, make sure that they are stuck on the inner and outer corner, because there's nothing worse than having your eyelashes fall off either on the outer or inner corner. It's the worst. So after this, I am just taking that NYC eyeliner and just covering the glue residue or anything like that. I just like to kind of conceal the band, make it really not look like I'm wearing false eyelashes. And that's what I'm doing right here. So yeah. This is a pretty good trick to make your eyelashes sort of blend in, especially if you're not really great at applying them. If you do get them a little off-kilter, then you can just cover it up with the black eyeliner. Then I'm taking my Essence Lash Mania Reloaded Mascara, and I'm just sort of blending my real eyelashes with the fake eyelashes and just pressing them together. So then I'm zooming out so that I can show you my blush. I took the e.l.f. blush palette. I believe this is the light one. And I took the bottom left blush with just a random Elizabeth Arden blush brush. I'm not really a big blush girl. I mean, I don't like a heavy blush. I'm more of a highlight kind of girl. So I just put a little bit on and I just blend it out as much as I can. Then I'm taking my Becca highlight, and this is in the color Moonstone. This is a really pretty light gold. It's a light gold champagne that just really makes you look very kind of tan. And I'm taking that on my Sephora fan brush, and I'm just putting that on the tops of my cheekbones and kind of curving it upwards on top of my eyebrow. I go pretty crazy with my highlight. I love just like in your face metallic highlight. I think it's so pretty. And then I'm just kind of deciding what lip color I want to do. Just kidding, I'm putting on eyeliner. This is my Colourpop eyeliner in Overboard. I was trying to get you to see the color, but I just couldn't figure it out since the Colourpop packaging is holographic or whatever. So I'm just putting that in my waterline. I ended up messing with my lower lash line a little bit more. I felt like it was too light. It wasn't really balancing out the top to the bottom. It just made my eyes look very top heavy. So I put that eyeliner on, and then I ended up taking my I think the EcoTools slant brush and just sort of blending everything out, and then blending that eyeliner down as well. Then I just took a towel and rubbed off my lip balm that I was wearing, and I'm taking my Lipstick Queen lip liner, and this is in the color Nude, and I just line my lips. I do like to overline them just a tad bit, since my mouth kind of naturally goes down. I like to even it out and make it a little bit more rounded out than just a slant. And on my bottom lip, it's kind of the same. I like to perk it up just so that it doesn't look like I'm really angry all the time due to my frown, my permanent frown. And then I had a little demon friend on my bottom lip, also known as a pimple, so I just covered that up with lip liner, which is probably really gross, but you know what? I could clean it, whatever. So I do like for my Cupid's bow to be very sharp and kind of peaked. And then I'm taking my Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Lolita 2. This is a very sort of burnt orange color. I'm obsessed with the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. They're a fantastic formula. They dry super matte and they just don't transfer, and I just really like them. And this is a really beautiful color, especially with the very warm theme that was going on. So yeah, I just kind of go over the lip liner so that can be transfer proof as well, and just go on the inner parts of my mouth. And then I'm done. Yay! Woo! Okay, so that is it for my first tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's, not the best quality, but it is my first tutorial. I'm pretty proud of it. So, yeah. Please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my makeup looks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.